Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Moose Minute Project on a anniversary day for me. Yes, Roxanne and I have been married 12 years. Got married in Vegas, New Year's Day of 2013. So that means we were in Vegas for New Year's Eve, and it was crazy. So a lot of fun, a lot of things. Now I look to 12 years later, and we had 5, 6 people over, did some fondue, had some stuff like that. Texted a buddy, called a buddy, wish them all Happy New Year, and may they all have a blessed 2025. But how times have changed. When you turn 50, maybe it's not the age so much even. It's just not wanting to be surrounded by a bunch of people drinking and partying and all that and having to deal with all that when life becomes more important. Things happen in life that give you a different priority, maybe a different aspect of way to look at life. Saw in the news a couple days ago now, a gentleman got attacked by his son. Basically, the son was trying to kill him. And thought his dad was the devil and just had to get things there and, tried to, and then his brother tried to get him and was able to call 911 and get help. And then when those stories hit close to home, when you know the people involved, and I'm not saying names or anything, because good God, he's at least alive, breathing, talking, scares the shit out of you. And you wonder what this world is coming to. And you wonder what is going on. And you wonder why. Well, we don't have leadership that is pointing us in the right direction. If you want to consider, lower gas prices are going to give us that, or, lower here, lower there. But if you were having and relying on leaders that have been involved in infidelity, say they're Christians, and that's the next point I'll make here shortly. But it's been a day. Had a great day with the wife. Had a great day with Cassandra, and just Roxanne and I took her to lunch, and then we came home and I took a nap, due to the fact we go back to work tomorrow. And life goes back to normal. And, but I wanted to thank my wife for a great day for that and our anniversary. But this comes tonight after allowing things to roll around in my head. And, Roxanne and I both said, what the hell's going on with this world today? And yeah, a lot of it was probably happening when I was younger too. You didn't get it within seconds because of cell phone and all the media and everything else. That's part of it. But I also think a lot of people are seeing darker days coming. And I think people are seeing more gloom and doom than they are seeing positivity and seeing greater things happen. And it has a lot to do with government leadership, whether you're on both sides of the aisles. I know you can say it, well, Chris, this other side, and then this other side does this. And yeah, we cannot be electing because we need to get to where we are electing on morals. And we are not just suing everyone here and there and under the sun. Judgments need to be handled. Our judicial system needs to be handling things swifter and quicker to get this done. I am tired of hearing about, this, this and this, and it's getting old. Things need to be taken care of, and we need to get pointed in the right direction. And you can sit here and tell me that you're going to see 89-cent gas or $1.90 or whatever you're going to think, and that's going to make things go great. Or lower grocery prices. Yeah, that's fine. But I don't think you're going to see it. Until we get people to bring common sense government to where we're not paying presidents and anybody that's been in office an annual salary till they die, that's going to be the tough one. Why do we do that? Why is it such a privilege that we pay somebody until they die since they served office? Makes no sense to me. Makes no sense to me. And then praise for somebody to not take while they're in service. Oh, he didn't take his salary while he was in service. Well, he didn't have to. There's plenty of money there. So we just need to get to the point of, hey, thank you for serving our country. It shouldn't cost a gazillion dollars to run to be president of the United States or senator or congressman or whatever. Let's get to looking at the root of the problems and the mental state of the America. When I grew up, I was told we lived in the greatest country in the world. Most powerful, most confident, best place you can live. And I think it still is that way today, but it scares me because we are walking away from morals. We are walking away from the justice system. We are recording everything, hoping somebody trips or slips so we can nail them to the wall as a legal person. If you were recorded every day 24/7 doing your job, how many times do you think your boss would find you doing things that were not helping the company? How many times, if you stepped out of your office, pretend it's a squad car, pretend it whatever, and you stepped out of your office at work or your zone at work, and people were recording you 24/7 and then showing the world what you were doing at work, how do you think your job would be perceived? Just curious. Or how you act not when you are around people. How do you act or talk about people when you're not around them? I've called people out recently. I have followed the right thing to do in my book. They don't want to talk to me about it, and that's okay. But I am really going to try to center in 2025, putting my nose to the grindstone and moving forward and keep moving forward in a positive direction. After the 2024 year I had, the family drama, all the financial BS, all the dealing with the health care and everything else for the last years, and then for people to still question what I was doing or how I did it because of the lady involved called my mom. And I did it for her, making sure she was treated the best she could be treated. So anybody that ever questions that or here's one way to look at it. If you're going to go to someone and complain to them about the other person, just go to the other person. Write them a letter. Call them on the phone. Text them. Hey, I think you're a jackass. Okay. I'm good with that. We're good. We're on the same page. That's fine. Or, hey, you know what? Here's what I thought you could have did. That might work better than going to somebody else. And then that somebody telling somebody. And then that somebody telling somebody who then tells you or me. However it may work. If you have an issue, go to somebody that you have the issue with and go nose to nose. You can still have a civil conversation. You can tell people still to F off if you want. That's okay. You don't have to get in a fight. You don't have to altercate. You don't have to have anything. You don't have to even touch them. Just say, hey, you know what? I think your attitude sucks. I think you're a jackwagon. And, but that's okay. Move on. And have a great day. And then we know where we stand. There's a few people that know where they stand with me because I have nothing to do with them anymore. And I don't need to have anything to do with them anymore because they just don't get it. And so when you see stories like I saw the other day of a son attacking his dad, and knowing the guy personally, the dad, not the other person, you just go, what the hell? And you wonder where it all started or how it started. So prayers to that family. Like I said, I'm not getting into names. I don't need to. I don't want to talk about them that way. It's a great family. I've known them a long time. And prayers to them. He's talking and all that, so that's good. But if you have issues with your family, just walk away. I know it's a tough thing to say, but walk away and just leave it alone. It just doesn't, it's okay. You know, a lot of it comes true is when the person with the glue that held that family together, or you did that because of that person was around, when that person leaves, tends to break up the family. And unfortunately, it wasn't that person's glue. It's the attitude of the others involved, that they think they are superior. They think they are better than. And that's a whole nother story we'll get into on another Moose Minute project. But I'm going to leave you with this note. If you come to me and tell me you are a Christian and you follow the good Lord above, and yet you have no problem with people that have affairs or robbing, stealing, cheating, lying, whatever it may be, or you're backstabbing and name-calling, you will be done in my book. We will be done talking. So just to know that. My circle is very small. I've let very few people in my circle. I have very few friends. I have one in Tennessee that we've been in contact with each other through a lot of thick and thin shit. We've both lost our moms. Both, you know, he lost his dad. I can't imagine that part. I don't want to think about that. But we've been through a lot of shit together. And we can be honest with each other. We don't always agree. I know that. But he's a hell of a man, does a lot of things for people. And he's a really good friend. It's just nice that I can called him on the phone and was able to talk to him the other day. And we catch up, but it's one of those things, that friendship where you may not talk personally. You send messages back and forth, or you send a meme that's funny back and forth. But when you do talk, it's just like you talked the last time we were on the ice house fishing on Mille Lacs Lake. You know, haven't seen each other personally for a long time, but on the phone we can talk like it was yesterday. So find a friend like that, or two. I'm lucky to have a couple of them. Find some good female friends that, you know. And I'm not saying that way with female. I'm just saying I've always been that way. I've had more female friends than male friends because, let's face it, they understand things differently than men do. And I'm okay to say that too. So have a great night. I'll be back tomorrow morning with another edition of the Moose Minute Project. But yeah, love you all. Hope you have a blessed 2025. I'm sure as hell hoping 2025 is better than 2024. 2025 in February, we are kicking off an ice fishing trip that should be a good time with 4 buddies and, 3 buddies and me. And then we'll be across the ice road from a bunch of probably young bucks, but that'll be all right. But it'll be a good trip. And but from here on out, every day I'm hoping to do the Moose Minute Project Monday through Friday. And then that's where we'll be at from there. But it's just, again, things I observe and witness. If you don't like it, you don't have to watch it. But just my viewpoint on things. We got to get back to family base, maybe having meals on Sundays again, maybe getting together more often as families, sharing the good times and the bad, because I have a feeling, I just have a feeling there's going to be a whole lot of smoke and mirrors on why things aren't going to be better in a few months. But my personality and my view, I'm going to try to stay as positive as I can moving forward. I know that sounds like a double standard, but I have to be in reality too, that there's going to be some things I just don't see that are going to be fixed January 6th or whatever it may be. I have a feeling that we'll have to bust our ass just as hard this year as we did last year, and we'll have just as many emotional, psychological things to beat us up on. But may you be healthy. May you have your friends and family to hold you up and support you if there are the rough times. May you have a better half like I have, that has had my back and has been my nurse at times, been my caregiver, whatever it may be, over the last 12 years. We've been together 18, coming up here in March or so, whenever. She says she'll tell me. That's how that works. She'll tell me, and then I'll be okay. But I know it's coming on 18 years together, but 12 years married. So have you guys a great night, and take time to bless somebody here if you can. And we will talk tomorrow morning.